All right. Well, Mike, let's talk about some real things that are going on, okay? Let's talk about some things that I can't believe that this is the third time when I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it anyway. So, Owen Benjamin was drinking turpentine last we left him.
Here we go.
And saying that Jordan Peterson's wife never really had cancer. Well, Mike, did you think it could get crazier?
Royce, it's Owen Benjamin. It can always get crazier.
He gave it to me in Utah. Hi, so, I've been ladling the gravy pretty hard lately.
What?
And what is better than a nice, relaxing, end of the day, kick off your shoes, have a nice beverage, unwind, and have a book burning, right? Because the wife and the kids are having dinner at her mom's tonight, which I usually...
Why aren't you there?
Wow, that is very wow.
Really enjoy going to, but I've been on a pretty intense detox diet.
That's why he's not there.
Turpentine.
That's why he's not. So he's not with his wife and her mother and his kids because he's on a detox, i.e., drinking paint thinner.
Somebody get this. I'm going to read this. Games you love. This always happens. We won't talk about Owen for like 8-9 months like we didn't. Why don't you talk about Owen? We talk about Owen. Always picking on Owen. There's so many people online to insult. Why Big Bear? Okay.
There it is. There it is. You let it slip.
Because he's drinking paint thinner.
And not spending time with his kids and his in-laws. That's why.
And it gets a little worse.
No sugar or bread, and her mother and her...
No, pause this. If you are defending Owen Benjamin right now, after all of this recent activity, you are a pathetic piece of shit. If you're still calling a grown man that is not your father or related to you Big Bear, while he drinks turpentine and misses out on his kids' lives, you don't listen to me. You don't deserve to have a seat at the table. You do not deserve to have an opinion.
The intense detox diet of no sugar or bread, and her mother and her, to give her credit, is an unbelievable cook. So I don't think there was any way I was going to withstand some of her cooking. So I tapped out. And so what's the best thing to do when you're home alone without the family?
Hold on. Let's give reasonable answers, and then we'll do this. Mike, what's the best thing to do when you're home alone without the family?
Productive or unproductive?
Well, let's do productive first. Productive.
Hey, you do a little vacuuming, maybe clean up a little bit, maybe organize the garage. They got a lot of farm animals.
Milk the goats.
Yeah, you do some stuff like that, maybe. But like also in the unproductive category, just enjoy a little peace and quiet. Pop the TV on, right? Maybe play some video games.
For me.
Smoke a cigar.
For me, productive. Organize some of our Patreon stuff.
Sure.
Because you have just real time to sit there and kind of edit some clips that I've been wanting to edit for a while. Stuff like that. Maybe work on some things for the show. Unproductive, jerk off.
It's always a good one.
And you're home. Hey, it's a chance. And you know what? Bink. Hear that little PS4 turn on?
Yeah, it's some
Grand Theft Auto, baby.
Yeah, man. Play some, a little Rust or
have
something.
Have some fun.
Relax,
yeah.
Because you can't do that when you're married. You got kids. Yeah. There's a lot. You always got to be vigilant. And then it's like, no, you know what? I gotta hang back at the house. And then they go, and you're like, yeah, like Roy said, dink.
Now let's see what Big Bear does.
What does Big Bear do?
Do when you're home alone without the family? Rifle through your son's books that may not have sat right with you. And you don't want to do it in front of them. But when you have something called Fossils Tell a Tale of Long Ago, Forest Diversity, Dinosaur Why, Evolution Why, it's time for a good old-fashioned fireside chat plus some book burning.
You're good. You're good.
He waited till they left. He's gonna burn shit while they're like. I want to break this down for you because you could talk about he's crazy and the dinosaur stuff and the whatever and whatever. Cool, fine. But it's also very telling that he waited until they left the house to do it, right? Like that's almost like a violation of his relationship, right? Like isn't that like that shows deception on his part. That shows that no, there's no way I could have brought this up to Amy. She would have fucking lost her mind on me.
Yes.
So I'm going to wait until she goes, and then I'm going to burn the kids.
And then I'll deal with the consequences. Right.
That is forget the crazy and the turpentine and the dino stuff and the flat. Forget all that.
That's so hard to forget.
Let's just I know, but let's just keep this simple right now. Let's look at this from a pathological point of view. That's sick. That's a weird I'm gonna hide this from that's fucking weird, dude. He's gone. This is the worst he's ever been. He's drinking turpentine and burning his child's books. Like, that's not even a punchline.
Okay. We're 1 minute in.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
Okay.
Good to see you too, buddy.
Because I can't stand reading these books too. All right, let's first start with Dinosaur Rocket. As you can see.
And don't get me wrong.
here's
Sorry,
the,
I know I'm interrupting a lot, but don't get me wrong. This would actually make a hilarious bit. You know what I mean? Like if you were not already crazy and you're just fucking with people, like this would make it great. Like if you just went out to a store and bought some dinosaur books just to do this. Like if you weren't Owen, if you just wanted to like joke around about how dinosaurs aren't real and you're like, oh yeah, my kids aren't home right now, so I'm burning their dinosaur books. Like you're having a beer. People go, all right, that's funny. That's a funny bit, but this is real.
He really doesn't think dinosaurs existed. This is a real thing that he believes.
A new thing, by the way. A new thing that he's clung to. Yeah.
This right here is the lunar rover. Oops. Dinosaur Rocket.
He's taking too much joy in taking something away from his kid too, right?
Instead of taking joy by eating dinner with his family at his in-laws.
Which, let's be fair, fine. Nobody enjoys that, but you still go.
Yeah, of course.
Ceratops, Allosaurus, all of these dinosaurs by Penny Dale.
Yeah, somebody says it seems like a Sam Hyde bit.
Yeah, that would be something that Sam Hyde would do.
Dinosaur Rocket, waiting on the launch pad, having final checks. Wow, this is going to be a really good book. Check.
Here's the thing with this dinosaur book, by the way. This dinosaur book isn't even like a history, because let's say he doesn't believe dinosaurs don't exist, which is nuts, but fine. Never existed, fine. This book isn't even whether dinosaurs exist or not. It's supposed to be like, you know, the TV show Dinosaurs. Like these dinosaurs are in a car driving to see, like it's a cartoon. It's like fucking Care Bears or something. Like why? Like I don't believe in dragons, but if I had a kid and he wanted to read a book about dragons, I'd let him read it. Like what does it matter, Owen?
Somebody said here, he just implied that these are the books that his son asks him to read. He might be burning his kid's favorite books.
Oh, you're right. That makes it way worse.
Oh my god! And he's just going, oh, whoops! like, wouldn't you feel like honestly, any parent in the world, right? If your kid is doing something that isn't good for them, even then, a parent should feel some mild degree of bad, right? Like you should still feel bad when you take something from a kid and they get really sad. Even if it's the best thing for them, it should be one of those things where you go, man, this should be a lesson. This hurts that I gotta, this kid's gonna cry and I feel terrible, but I gotta do this because it's best for the kid. He's taking joy in this, which is another fucking sick pathological thing.
Check. Astronaut dinosaurs riding on the bus to the...
These are all the things that he hates. Think about this. This book is Owen's nightmare. It's astronaut dinosaurs that are going to the moon.
And maybe they're Jewish, too.
Oh, my. Obviously, the dinosaurs are Jewish.
Oh,
so it's Jewish astronaut dinosaurs going to them. This is...
Oh, no. They're astronauts, so they're Nazis.
You're right. Yeah.
By the way, game. I gotta say this. The person that was saying this earlier just wrote, "He paid for them. It's his property. He's burning." All right, this person's definitely fucking.
Yeah, he's got to be. Yeah,
This
obviously.
person's definitely being funny. I fell for it at first, but when I read that, I'm like, okay, you got me.
He's messing
You're a
around.
fucking
He's
dick.
messing around.
You're a fucking dick. Well played, though. It's his property.
The giant rocket. Vroom, vroom, vroom. That's a lie. Lie, 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 lie. So my boy will never bring this book to me again and say, Dad, will you read me this book?
That hurts my feelings. Like, honestly, I'll say like that fact that somebody brought it up, and it's a really good point. The kid probably really enjoys reading these books.
And he's enjoying this.
Now we're having a good old-fashioned book burning. Vroom. As you can see the media here. Brave dinosaurs climbing into the rocket right on the top. You see the media there? You see the
There's the Jews. Hey, you weren't wrong. There's the
This
Jews.
is, again, and then he's like, yeah, Dad, are you going to read this book? Not anymore. Like, again, the fucking joy he's taking in this. You know, it's like, if you love your kids, and your kid's like, oh, I want another soda. I want to drink another soda tonight, Dad. And you go, I can't. Give me another soda. It's just, you know what I mean? You can't have too much soda. It's not good for you.
You won't go to sleep.
And then they start crying and they feel bad. Or you take something, a soda away from them, right? You should still have this little thing in you where you're like, I feel so bad. I'm just robbing joy of this kid. But I'm doing it because it's best for him. This is like, ha ha, hey, Dad, read the dinosaur book. Fuck you. Ha 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 ha. Bear, bear, bear. It's like, what the fuck is, that's a sick thing to take joy in, right? Dude.
media? Up, book burning. Clank, clank, clank. Nervous dinosaurs pressing buttons and waiting to start.
Frankie the Wop says, no, you burn something they love to teach them a lesson.
Of course. You're right. That's way better.
Great Goodfellas reference, by the way.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna get on the rocket and go to the moon? Oh, book burning. The countdown to launch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
That's the countdown to your
5,
divorce.
4, 3, 2, 1, and it's off. Being burned.
Somebody said fire is hot. Mr. 147 IQ, ladies and gentlemen.
Dinosaur rocket roaring and thundering into space, zooming faster and faster. Zoom! Misrepresentation of the Earth. And what looks like...
Oh, also round Earth. Oh, we forgot to add something to all the things in this book that he hates. Do you know if a children book about astronaut dinosaurs bothers you this much, you're probably mentally retarded. Like, I'm not even insane. Like, you're retarded. You're fucking dumb. And the amount of people that eat this up, because this bothers me, right? Obviously, this bothers me because what he's doing to his kid. But there is, not all of them, but there's some people that watch him just to laugh at him. But he's gonna influence other people to give their children bad lives, to feed them turpentine, and to burn their toys.
This isn't even, you know what's funny? Because when Royce and I talked about this video before the show, we were like, of course we got to cover it. You know, we were like cracking jokes and stuff. But now that we're watching it, it's like, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
This is like, you know what I mean? This is really making me fucking sick. You know, I had some really fucked up, upbringing, and my parents were not perfect. But I can't even imagine my fucked up dad ever doing something like this and taking joy in it. You know, like it's, dude. Wow, man. This poor fucking kid, man.
Yeah.
like a penis. Not by accident. Excited dinosaurs whizzing on the moon. Vroom. Onto the moon in the dinosaur buggies. Brrr. Proud dinosaurs posing with their flag. The flag of the first dinosaurs on the moon. The media is right there. Wow. Let's see what's on the next page. And if anybody wants to say this is ironic or something.
No, Owen, that's not what I'm going to use to describe this. Ironic would not be the word.
pathetic, infuriating,
insane,
sad, heartbreaking.
dying marriage. I can't. Again, this is a big part of it because if you are going to take, but you going back to each other about taking something away from the kid. If you are going to take something away from your kid, you also supposed to explain to them why, right? Like the soda thing was like, look, you can't have soda because it's late and you're not going to sleep and you've already had enough sugar, okay? To take some, like, it's like when your kid goes to school and you were to throw away his toys when he came, you'd be like, why'd you throw away my toys?
This is just...
He's 3. They don't understand this. This is just...
If he's 3 and they don't understand it, he understands enough to walk up to you and say, Dada, can you read this book?
Lies being put in their head. The
And
flag
somebody
of the
just
first
said, too, just burn it already, sicko. Yeah, it's the way he's savoring this,
Yeah,
too.
burn the whole book.
He's savoring this the way I savor a porterhouse steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just each bite is a slow...
Dinosaur on the moon, flash, flash, flash. Laughing dinosaurs playing, floating in space, kick. They're playing soccer in space? Oh, just kick off your shoes, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nice therapeutic.
I want to punch this fucking guy in his face right now. Am I the only one?
No, he's just
Like, this is one of those things where you just have no problem just popping him.
be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Good old-fashioned, all-American, therapeutic, enthusiastic book burning. Floating in space and playing soccer, kick, quiet, dinosaurs stopping to look at their planet. The blue planet so far away, home, all eyes, home.
Yes, Owen. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right in that that there are no spacefaring astronaut dinosaurs. You're right. That there's no dinosaurs driving cars in space. I get that. But
Did you know G.I. Joe's isn't a real branch of the military?
we all read a lot of things as a kid that was just silly, right? Like, oh, look at this. This is a story of a goat who lives on a volcano on Mars. And it
Sounds good.
None
That's
of
a
it
cool
makes
story.
sense. But like, when you're a kid, it's all about when you're a kid. It's all about learning to. Easy 3. It's all about learning to read, forming sentences, comprehension, colors, shapes. You know what I mean? The whole point of a book is to just keep your brain like,
Right.
oh, look at oh, wow, okay. The kid doesn't grow up and think, Dad, were there dinosaurs on the moon?
Can I break this down a little bit more?
Sure.
So he thinks that the secret Illuminati Grabler media is trying to indoctrinate children with dinosaur spaceships and round Earth.
Sounds about right.
I didn't think about it that way. Then they'll keep burning it. Oh, and obviously, I'm not. This is what we talk, man. We talk about conspiracy people all the time, and we're the first ones to go, there's some shit that's fucked up. There's some shit I don't buy. Absolutely. I'm a big proponent of questioning things, right? But holy shit, do some people throw the baby out with the bathwater. Some people go, just because some things are shit doesn't mean other things aren't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Owen thinks because he has a problem with Jews that there were no dinosaurs. Like, he also misses any logical steps to get to those decisions. And you know what, Owen? Maybe public school isn't the best place for your children to be taught. I could get on board with that. Maybe it's not. But you're a worse alternative. Like, you are a worse Some people are a better alternative homeschooling their kids. You're the worst alternative here. Because this kid's going to be so fucked up. And you know what happens? And Mike, I'm sure you worked at a strip club, so you know. A lot of people that have parents that are this rough on them and that are this insane and don't let them read books and you're not allowed to watch TV, the moment they have any freedom, they go the opposite direction and they do fucking terrible things, right? They become hookers. They fuck you. My dad my dad villainized sex for me, so I'm gonna suck every dick on the street. That's what happens with this. you're creating monsters. You're not helping your kid. You think you know better. Owen, you think you could run your kid's life. You can't even run your own life. You've literally burned every bridge you've ever had. And you think that you were right doing it. You think you're the winner. You think that everybody... Here's the thing, Owen. You think, buddy, everybody's laughing with you. Everybody's laughing at you. You're a joke. Because you said the first hour that the comedians are laughing behind Crowder's back. Do you know what they're probably thinking about Owen? You have become one of the weirdest, most unhinged people. Now, look, I don't know if you're doing all this book burning because you're legit. I do think you're crazy because you're legitimately crazy, or because maybe you're not on YouTube anymore and you're trying to get that juice back. I don't know.
Trying to get the what back?
Juice.
Oh, okay.
Happy dinosaurs blasting off of space on their way home. Bye, they say. Hooray, they land in the ocean. Oh no, it's burning. Hero dinosaurs splashing down, safe and sound, back on Earth. Hooray! Outside broadcast vehicle, rigid inflatable boat, moon buggy, rockets. Every single thing on this page is either evil or a lie.
Everything?
So
I remember a while back too. He was talking about the dinosaur thing when he started getting into the dinosaurs fake thing, and he even said something effective like, "Yeah, my kid has books on dinosaurs." And he didn't say like he was going to do anything about it. He was just saying like, "Yeah, whatever. My kid's got book on dinosaurs, whatever." And now it's turned into this.
Here's another dinosaur book.
Hot melted stone from a volcano filled the dinosaur's footprint in the mud. The stone cooled and hardened. A few years ago, fossil hunters called No, I'm just kidding. It's also the Royal Society. I'm not going to pin it on anybody.
Your kid's going to come home and have one of the only things he loves gone. Jews.
It's hilarious, Owen.
Like this is, I understand this. I would be nervous to live in a house with him.
Of course.
Dug through the stone, they found an exact imprint of a dinosaur's foot. Oh, no way. Their funding depended on it. What are the odds? Not all the fossils were found in stone. Some are found in the frozen ground of the Arctic. This ancient mammoth was a kind of elephant. It was frozen.
Is he now implying, okay, fine, you don't believe in dinosaurs. Is he implying that mammoths weren't real? Because we've actually found them frozen, like in perfect condition.
Yeah, but if you personally found them, Rice?
No, I guess I didn't personally find them, Mike.
Then checkmate.
Thousands of years ago. It was found not long ago, buried in the frozen ground. The grass it had been eaten was still in its mouth. What could have killed it? And what could have found it?
I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to go on record. If Amy stays with him after this, I have absolutely no sympathy for her after this.
I do feel bad for the kids.
I feel terrible for the kids. But if Amy stays with him after this, she is as big a piece of shit as he is, in my opinion.
Funding? The mammoth was fresh enough to eat. Whoa, really? Someone who ate a piece said it was...
That is true. That's actually a story that's true, that they did find a frozen mammoth, and they cook little pieces of it. This about 50, 60 years ago. Cooked little pieces of it and ate it.
Dry and not very tasty. But what could you expect from an ancient mammoth? Although the children we just saw were all oddly diverse, every scientist here looks like they're from the same tribe. Black curly hair, bald, and male. It's almost...
There's no female Jews?
No.
Oh,
you know that?
How do they reproduce?
It's weird.
Like amoebas?
Yeah, osmosis.
Oh, okay.
Almost like... It's almost like the science class, this priest class of scientists, they don't follow the same...
Did he say priest class?
I guess. It's hard to keep up with this shit anymore, man. I'm really angry at this prick right now.
Type of forced integration that the children do that I just burned. Oh, it's almost like programming of who your master is going to be. Can't wait to burn this one. Millions of years ago, a fly was caught in the sticky sap of Harvey Weinstein's seminal. Oh, no. Sorry.
The joy he's taking in this is what really bothers me.
Yeah.
Like if he just sternly went, I got to get rid of these books because dinosaurs aren't real, and I can't have my son getting his brain all fucked up. That in itself would be fucked up enough. But it's just he takes it to that level where it's like to enjoy it, to extract any level of joy from it is fucking psychotic.
Of a pine tree. The sap hardened and became a fossil called amber. Amber alert! Amber looks like yellow.
People find him funny because that's the other thing, man. People, you know, these fucking crazy people that follow him always comment like, "Oh yeah, Owen's fun." Is he funny? When's Owen been funny? Leftist sports? When was Owen funny?
Glass. The fly was perfectly preserved inside of amber. I can't wait to read this again.
Fucking, you're a hack. On top of everything, on top of being a fucking lunatic and a crazy, because that's the thing, because look, at worst, Owen is a fucking lunatic, crazy person who believes this stuff. At best, he's a terrible grifter that's influencing other people to believe crazy shit. Either one of those things are not great, right?
Oops.
This is bad.
Other insects and even plants have been preserved in amber. There's a spider, a cockroach.
But we have found insects preserved in amber. Have you not seen the documentary Jurassic Park?
And a fern leaf. Basically, you have both Weinstein brothers and what they're whacking off on.
Holy shit, man. Holy shit, dude.
We have learned many things from the fish, the fern, the fly, and
Yeah, Bally Song's got a good point. He goes, "You think he's doing this to spite his wife?" I don't know, but you got to wonder. And of course, we don't know what happened, but you got to wonder if there was a conversation where Owen was like, "Are you, Amy, I don't want the kids to read these books. I don't want them." And Amy was like, "Owen, let the kids have their, you do your show, but let the kids have their books. Let the kids have their books. It's fine. Don't be crazy, Owen. Leave them alone." "Yeah, fine. I'm not going to dinner tonight, though. And I'm definitely not going to burn their books."
Somebody just pointed out to go, look, he has 5.1 thousand people watching him
Right now?
live right now. And yeah, I don't know who would unironically watch him at this point. This is some, like, I like, again, man, it's not even funny.
This is him right now?
Yeah.
the streams are so potent through THC, CBD ratio. That's hard to find.
Oh, and it's
the strains.
subscriber-only
that's
chat.
Right. The
I know.
legalization of weed was
Okay.
terrible because now they made it like an actual, like, break your mind drug. Like when Joey Diaz gave me that star of death for his podcast, like I was mentally gone.
Yeah, and
Like,
you never
I just-
came back.
And you never recovered.
I'm telling you, you never fucking.
And you never recovered, Owen. And you never
I
recovered.
got the new Joey Diaz ready.
Really intense comedian.
I'm telling you, Lee, and he never fucking came back. Somebody said he's always squeezing a water bottle,
Yeah.
which is true. I'm telling you, dog, this fucking guy, he came in and did my fucking show. 1 fucking star of death. The fucking guy never came back. Unbelievable.
You know, they say it's the worst case of cannabis psychosis they've ever seen.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog, you gotta watch that episode. He lost his fucking mind. I mean, he went from fucking Super Jew over here in 1 minute to Sam Tripoli the next. Lost his fucking mind.
During the podcast, he started appearing to me like a dragon, like an angry monster. He's like, "Bye," and I was just like, I stopped being able to talk, and then I just left. I said, I'm going to get some air, and I never came back. And then I left Los Angeles. Because now, with this whole legalization of weed, it's a medicine. they grabbled the strain so hard that now
Grabbled. Remember, which is a bit from the onion that he has made his own.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, dog. If I fucking went out there a couple times, I might have drank some fucking turpentine. What do I know? You know what I mean? I was out there all fucked up, blowing lines, eating girls' asses. I don't know what the fuck was in that shit.
from it, I couldn't form a sentence.
Joey, somebody, by the way, shout out to all the people that have been giving me little subtle hints. No, you got to squeeze a plastic water bottle and you have to say dog a lot. People have just been pushing the Joey Diaz into it's getting better.
Like so paranoid of other cars. Like I never drive drunk or anything, even when I drank.
Lie.
But like I wasn't trained yet to not drive that high, and so cars just like meow, and I'm going 20.
You drove after being that fucked. Oh fuck.
So I get home and Amy's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I love you." She's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "They gave me a star of death." And she's like, "Oh, you ate too much weed." I'm like, and so, you know, cold showers, staring at a wall. Dude, horrible.
Yeah, because if you're not someone that does smokes weed or everything, and you do it, it fucks you up. That's just how it is. It's not special for you.